are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Joey Slye is set to kick off.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Reese. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Herbert. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Had some space to move right away. 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jacobs now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the result leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
To throw on second down, Grant. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They go with Jacobs. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Right here, right here. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard. Pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stevens. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw on second down. Grant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
From the gun on third down. Grant. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Reese. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
I got it. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
2. Ricky. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert, being chased out left. He finds his man, complete. It's Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. Check 24. Check 24.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Check 42's the Mike. Check 42's the Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, check right, check right. Watching your grind.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Wisnowski set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Grant, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Grant. He's going to take another shot here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Watson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Hurd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert now. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers. That's evidence of why.
Is his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. As well.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Off the play fake. Grant. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Grant. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Grant. He'll let this go deep for runs. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big game that time for the Chargers. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On first down, Hurd. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now 21-7. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Grant. They'll try to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
To throw on 2nd down. Grant, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Clelin Ferrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, It's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
McCann's kick up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Grant. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 1st down, Grant. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now, those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Grant. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Grant. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Coming to you, coming to you. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 55. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Stevens now off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Check 15, check 15.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run here with Moss. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, it's Moss.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check safety. Check safety. At the 60. At the 60. Take that flag. Number 2.
Right back to Moss. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. McCann for the point after. And the lead is now 24. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his.
But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down, Raiders.
On first down, Grant. Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And the Las Vegas first down.
They go play action here on first down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Grant. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On second down, Hurd. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. On the give, this is Moss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 77 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Hurd takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Robinson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
At the 28-yard line, the Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Hurd. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of... Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Bryant. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. On 1st and 10. Bryant. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Bryant. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. But it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Chargers, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.